What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Airport CEO episode. Today we're going to be detailing our terminal that we built last episode, so if you haven't watched that one, make sure you head back and watch us actually build this terminal. But we're going to be doing a little bit of detailing, kind of making some interior design changes. We're going to be kind of expanding some bathrooms and redesigning them. Going to be redesigning our staff room. Also going to be adding in a brand new restaurant. And we're going to be doing some emergency services as well. So sit back, relax, and we'll see you at the end of the episode.
I'll be your fool. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly. I'll be your fool. Cinderella. Yeah. I think I'll find your glass slipper, baby. Cinderella. Yeah. I think you found your prince charming in me. I don't know much, but I do know that I'm feeling you. Hope that one day, maybe someday you'll be feeling me too. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Yeah. You must be magic, the way that you carry yourself. It's like you got this unspoken confidence, baby, you know it damn well. You get me fired up like holy, you hotter than hell. None can compete cause your presence is unparalleled. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool. Where do you go to? Where do you go? Where do you go to? I wanna know. How do you do it? That thing you do. Follow you blindly, I'll be your fool.
Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Airport CEO. Today we are doing the interior or detailing of our airport that we built last episode. So if you haven't seen the full build for this airport, please check out the last Airport CEO video that was uploaded yesterday, where you can actually witness witness me build this big linear terminal. But today what our goal was to kind of deck out the interior, make it look nice, make it look realistic, make it look acceptable. So that's what we did. So last episode, we actually built this cafe last episode, but what we did is we kind of played around with the road patterns just a little bit. Not road patterns, floor patterns. So we have mat, fancy mat or carpet all through like the terminal. Then we also have this marble that kind of runs around, and it kind of acts as like a walkway. So it kind of brings you around the terminal, or I mean, you can't simulate it with the people like actually walking in it, or can't confine them, but it's pretty cool to watch them kind of walk along this pathway, kind of like they're walking along a pathway. Kind of like in real life, Toronto Pearson's a great example of this. They have a marble pathway in the middle, and then off to the sides where like the gates and the gate seating is all carpet. So it's realistic, and you can find it in a lot of different airports actually. I think a lot of airports around the world do it, but Toronto Pearson is my local example that I use a lot. We also built this airline lounge. So Stripe Air, as we look over here on the airline satisfaction directly affects the requirements for the lounge and the lounge kind of popularity. So by having this 100% satisfaction, we are good to go. Like we have good satisfaction with Stripe, and so we built the Stripe Lounge for them. And Stripe Lounge is quite popular. I mean, right now it's midnight, so not so much, and they're closing. But when it's open, it's a very popular place to be for all the Stripe Air passengers. We also built this huge restaurant that's operated by Crane's Burgers. It has, I think there's close to probably 50 or 60 seats in there, and a little bit of a bar area here as well, and a kitchen. So it's a full service restaurant instead of like the counter service like we built before. And then we also built our little shop here. So this little shop, Flygo. So if you're traveling, it's kind of like a Hudson News or a Relay or what's another popular one? Hudson News or Relay are the two most popular ones in Canada and the US. So if you're traveling and you see one of those stores, that's kind of what we tried to mimic here. Basically, they have your essentials, stuff like reading material, snacks, drinks. They even have the essentials like if you like motion sickness medication. I say that really like, but they have like gum. They have like gravel stuff that you would need for a flight. We did kind of worry about this area. I really don't know what I want to do with this area because it's not a high traffic area. Actually, as soon as you get to this gate right here, the rest is useless because these are all ground boarding gates that are on the first level here. So past, this medium gate right here, there's seating, but that's pretty much it. And there's an escalator, but there's no gates, there's nothing down at that side of the airport. So I really don't know what I want to do with this section yet. I could get creative with it. I could build a restaurant or a shop. I could even do like an airline lounge, or even if I wanted to make like another staff room, we could do that as well, but we'll see. So that's the top floor. That's what we did with the top floor here. It's looking pretty good. Still a lot of empty space. That's the problem when you have a big terminal and you build it all at once. You do get left over with a lot of empty space that you're trying to fill. If you start small and kind of work your way up, you fill space as you go. And you can come up with some really creative solutions, like moving your security, moving your check-in, that type of thing, and you can kind of unleash your creativity with that. On the bottom floor here, pre-security, all we did was kind of redistribute the queues. They were getting a little bit overfilled, so we kind of made them a little bit longer and reoriented them. And then we also built post-security. Post-security, we built a new restroom. As you remember, the restroom was down here. We relocated it to just on the other side of the security checkpoint. And we also did a little bit of mixing up with the staff zones. So I'm just going to fix something right here. And we're going to do that. So now they're forced to go through the door. So we took out, with the bathroom here, we took out kind of like the single wooden door, and we replaced it with people just walking in like a privacy wall, kind of like you would see in real life. A lot of bathrooms in airports don't have doors. They basically, you walk in and you go around a wall, like a privacy wall. So that's kind of what we tried to mimic with that one. And then we also built our brand new staff area. So we have our main staff room right here, which allows all types except the CEO, CFO, CIO, CEO. Actually, you know what? We're just going to put all types because I think that might mess up this in a little bit. But we'll see. So basically, and then we have the staff room here with couches, chairs, vending machines, the kind of stuff you would want to see in a staff room just for staff to relax while they're on break. I've worked in many airports, and that is essential. And we also built our admin offices. So we have 6 admins. We don't have the full. I think it's an 8 admin team is like the whole team. Let's take a look here. So staff. So 8. So 8 is the total, or sorry, 7's the total like admin team. So we only have what I kind of think would be more realistic for an airport of this size. So a CEO, CFO, CIO, a COO, and a HR director. A procurement director and strategy director you would have, but not until like you reach like huge airports like Toronto Pearson, Dallas Fort Worth, JFK, LaGuardia, that type of thing. I mean, we didn't go for like a huge airport. We're just basically like a small kind of regional airport that would service a city the size of, let's say, Ottawa, Ontario, Quebec City. We would be servicing like something like Halifax, St. John's, Newfoundland. It's like medium-sized city. We're not going for like a huge international airport with this one. So that's why we only have 6 offices. So we have room for one more. We might hire a procurement director, but we'll see. So we got 6 offices, all kind of fleshed out on the interior a little bit, and then we also have the regular staff room. Down towards the other side, we really didn't do too much. What we did was, actually, one of the things that we did do was we sectioned off this area here that leads out onto the apron, into the stands. So if we bring up our zone overlay, so passengers can go all through here, and then they're basically kind of cut off at the bathrooms. So they can't go any farther than these bathrooms here. Then you get into the staff areas. Now what we did, we actually messed up a little bit, and so I created the room layout and the chairs before I created the staff room. So passengers got stuck in there. So they're going to be stuck there. The game will automatically delete them after a little bit, but they're going to be stuck there for the time being. So I just ignore them. And then we basically made all this empty space in the terminal staff only. So staff are the only ones that can go through this little area here and out into the apron, kind of like you would see in real life in a way. And then towards this side, towards the other end of the terminal, what we did, we basically just added a couple vending machines and sectioned off this big area here. Don't know what I want to do with this big area yet. We might make it a restaurant or a shop. Only problem is this isn't a high traffic area. It only has 4 small stands, and so that's like at max 20 passengers at a time. At max. 20 to 30 passengers at a time, so we're really not gonna get a lot of traffic down here. So having a shop or a restaurant that may not make it sales target is a bad thing. But the good news is passengers can still enjoy this whole upper area even if they're flying out of the 4 smaller gates here. You would see that Toronto Pearson's a great example of that. If you've ever flown out of Toronto Pearson domestically on like a Q400 or a CRJ out of the ground boarding Delta gates, you would see something kind of like that. So down here you have the ground boarding domestic gates, but then you can also go up and enjoy all the other domestic areas for the airport, or for the terminal domestic area. So it's not like they don't have access to shops or restaurants, they just have to walk for it, which isn't too bad. Even if they can like take the walk-a-later, if they're waiting at the gate, they can take the walk-a-later, get up these escalators, eat, or go to the lounge, eat, buy stuff, and then head back down to walk-a-laters, and then they're back at their gate. The only thing is I didn't put seats here. We can even do that now. Just some little gate seating. And we're just gonna copy that. Just kind of redistribute them. There. So now we got a little bit of gate seating down there. Perfect. And then we also made the airport response, the emergency response. So we bought 2 fire trucks, 2 ambulances, and we also have 2 airport police cars. We also did a little bit of lag. We also did a little bit of lighting on ground side. So we added floodlights to the bottom floor here. So they are kind of shining out into where the buses and taxi drop-off is. We also had streetlights along the sidewalk here, and then streetlights going all along the airport, or all along the southern tip. I gotta do this part too. That could come in the future. Other than that, that was all that we did today. We kind of detailed the interior. We might continue with this I really don't know. We might continue with this airport, or we might start a new project, might start something new. I'll let you guys decide that. If you let me know in the comments what you want to see next, we can go from there. So until next time, guys, have a good day, and we'll see you next time when we play Airport CEO.